Hello, welcome to Lenny's Life Lessons. This is a discussion on the law of attraction. Today's discussion is about having all the money you could want. These discussions are intended purely for educational purposes. I offer private, individual and group counseling and coaching sessions in person, by phone, and over the internet. Please visit my website, lennylondon.com, for information about these services. My mission is to serve to advance you in living your life even more powerfully, richly, and joyfully. Subscribe if you haven't already to these educational discussions on various topics posted here by noon 5 days a week. Do you have all the money you need and want, or are you always struggling to get by? Not having enough money is a function of a combination of beliefs about lack versus supply and beliefs about self-worth. Many people grew up in very poor conditions, in families with very little money, yet they grew up in an environment where they felt cherished, honored, and respected. These people tend to grow up and become financially wealthy. There are many who grow up with financial wealth, but they grew up in an environment where their own value was not reinforced, and often they grow up and have little financial prosperity. Then there are those who, even though they did not get the self-value or grow up with wealth, somewhere, somehow, they got the idea that they could make a lot of money, or that a lot of money could come to them. And they have a lot of money, even though they have a lack in their sense of self-worth. And then the lack of even though they have a lack in their sense of self-worth, they're able to make that money. But, that's what I was trying to say, that lack of self-worth manifests elsewhere, in impoverished relationships, for instance. So the source of not having enough money in your life is faith in limiting beliefs such as, there's not enough for everyone, there's not enough for me, it takes money to make money, it will never be my turn, and so on. Or beliefs such as, I am not worthy, I'm not good enough, I am not capable or smart enough to make or have a lot of money. The problem is, often those limiting beliefs are subconscious. You are not consciously aware that they are running the show. Those beliefs, though, are how it started. But not having enough money is perpetuated by focusing on that condition. The condition of not having enough money. When you don't have enough money and you started focusing on not having enough money, talking about not having enough money, thinking about not having enough money, complaining about and being upset about not having enough money, and now you're adding a lot of energy to not having enough money by adding the upset energy to the condition, further cementing yourself into the condition of not having enough money. So beliefs, many of them we aren't even aware of, are at the root of money problems. Then our focus on money problems perpetuates the money problems. Whew! Well, where do we start to overcome this then? One of the reasons that the programs like Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover work is, besides the rational practices it teaches, as people change how they handle their money, they change how they see their financial situation and how they see themselves. And they start to see themselves as successful with money as they accomplish each step. Each accomplishment gives them a sense of success with money, and the money grows and their sense of success grows with each successful completion of each step. And the focus in the process shifts from not having enough to succeeding with money and having plenty. A program like this is a perfect place to start. If you're working a program like this and you still have money problems, then the next place to go is to look at beliefs you're holding about yourself. Do you believe and feel you're worthy, competent, capable? If lack of self-worth is contributing to your money problems, follow my discussions on self to help correct that. Start off with taking really good care of yourself and accepting yourself as is. The next step is to notice your thinking and speaking habits. You might enlist help with this, somebody who is supportive and will lovingly point out when you're speaking negatively about money and supply. Train yourself to think and speak about having plenty of money, and never ever say, I want to be debt free. I want to get out of debt. I spoke and affirmed that, and I got it in bankruptcy twice in my life. I was debt free all right, but not the way I intended. Instead, think and speak about having plenty of money to cover all of your needs and all of your wants. Imagine being financially free. Look for my I've Arrived game video and play the I've Arrived game with financial freedom. Speak it to others. I am financially free. I have plenty of money. I have all the money I need and want, and so on. Make this your habitual way of speaking and thinking. In fact, try just that. For 1 week, think about money constantly. Think about having it rather than not having it. Think about having plenty of money all day, every day. Speak about having plenty of money every chance you get. Speak it only to people who will go along with you on this. You do not want to or need to get into a debate with anyone about what is currently evident in your experience and what you are creating for your experience for tomorrow. And if you keep thinking you will have enough tomorrow, you will keep experiencing, I will have enough tomorrow. The law of attraction is literal, and tomorrow will be today, tomorrow. So think it, feel it, and speak it today. For 1 week solid, flood yourself with thoughts about having gratitude for having lots and lots of money. Don't think about how it comes to you. Just focus on having it. Lots and lots and lots of it. All yours, and you're so grateful. Then maintain this way of thinking, speaking, and feeling. Make it your way of being in the world. That you have plenty of money. Look for it, notice it, appreciate it. And tell yourself things like, the more money I spend, the more money I have. Joe Vitale said this. And another step is to read his book, The Attractor Factor. Have fun with this, but persist with it. Notice any changes at the end of a week. Keep doing it and see where you are 6 months from now. Just keep thinking about having lots of money and what you're doing with all of this money that you have. And subscribe now if you haven't already for ongoing support, information, and strategies for lassoing the law of attraction. Please share your thoughts, suggestions, and feedback here and at Lenny's Life Lessons on Facebook. Follow me at Lenny's Life Lessons on Twitter and visit my website, lennylondon.com. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you will join me again.